Grown man bars. It's something you got to deal with. So no matter what all them other YouTube pages are saying, it ain't gonna equal up to this real shit. You know what I mean? Frank James. They got you, baby. I want to find out what happened. I want to find out what happened. Huh? What you do? Why all this is happening with Frank James? Huh? Frank James. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? What was your solution? Who got the paycheck? I think I saw the guy. He was like, hey, I saw him. I was like, that's the guy. Did he get that 300,000? He got that 50,000. I'm sorry. I thought it was 300,000. Somebody got 50,000 cash free. Somebody got $50,000 cash free, tax free, for capturing Frank James. Amazing that you could be out here on YouTube and yet motherfuckers is catching people for 50 G's. Personal goddamn bounty hunters. I tell you, boy, I think I'm in the wrong business. I should have got down with Dog the Bounty Hunter a long time ago. That they giving out this type of money. You know what I'm saying? They giving out a lot of money, boy. Oh, yes, they are. For Frank. Who that? They giving out a lot of money for people. Are you one of them? Somebody getting paid for Frank. The Atrocity of the City by a guy named Frank. You tell me what's going on. I ain't gonna play with him. I know what time it is. Brother Frank. I want to know what's tomorrow situation gonna be. You feel me? I want to know what tomorrow's situation gonna be. Who's up for grabs? Who's going to be up for grabs tomorrow? Dealing with these crazy peoples, man. This is amazing work out there, boy. I'm going to sit still so you can see Frank. Okay? I'm going to sit still so you can see Frank right in the back for 50 G's, 50 racks. Them niggas done got Frank for 50,000, boy. And Frank done did a lot for the hood. Yes, that boy did. He did a lot for the hood. I know what you're thinking. What Hamp is talking about. What I'm talking about is Frank. Okay? Frank out here getting captured for 15 million, 50,000. How the hell that happened? You know what I'm saying? $50 G's. That shit crazy. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. $50 goddamn G's. I don't know what to say about that. All I know is they got them. You know what I mean? They got them. Yes, they did. Listen to that. How they get his name so fast? Who knew his name? Who knew his name that quick? Did you? Who told on Frank? Tell me. Tell me who told on Frank. This ain't Jesse James. This is Frank James. I want to know. Somebody told on Frank. They got Frank up out of here for 50 G's. It took 50 G's, less than 24 hours. Mayor Adams, you got money, boy. You got money, Mayor Adams. Yeah. You got some paper throwing out 50 G's to the shooter. You getting that paper, boy. You getting that paper. You getting that money, boy. And you rocking them suits, too. For Marty Markowitz. You think I don't know? He bought you them suits. He gave you a connection to that, to his tailor. You know what I'm saying? I know what you did, boy. You think you slick. You riding around, playing around. Now you said you got the slow vid. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Tell that to somebody else. You know what I mean? Because I know what time it is. I know what you out there doing. Word up. James was doing his thing, they said. He was riding around. Let's see what they say in the newspaper. Let's see what we can get. in the newspaper. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Said Brooklyn stands strong. Okay. Faulty cameras hinder search for subway gunman. I don't believe it. But we ain't talking about Benjamin. Mm-hmm. This brother, he took, look, it was $50,000 he took. He took 50 G's. Okay? Check this out. We got 50 G's up there for the capture. And the lieutenant governor swindled 50 G's in the campaign. Lieutenant Governor Brian Benjamin resigned Tuesday following his arrest on federal corruption charges related to his role in an alleged scheme to steer $50,000 in state funds to a nonprofit in exchange for fraudulent contributions to his failed city comptroller campaign. 50 G's. The indictment accused Benjamin, 45 years old, my age, of conspiring to direct $50,000 in state funds to Friends of Public School Harlem, a nonprofit run by longtime political ally Gerald Middaugh, who in turn steered thousands of dollars in illegal campaign contributions to the then state senators 2021 city comptroller campaign. Brian supported a $50,000 grant to Friends of Public School Harlem. Every dollar was to buy supplies for public school students in Harlem. My boy Lux has said something a long time ago. He has said, we don't want to hear that community unity fool. Oh, hard to get him in school. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to get that back. Mm-hmm. See everybody grind. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Everybody grinding. So let me go ahead and grind with them. You feel me? Let me go ahead and grind with them. I see people grind. 50 G's. The nigga was nobody but a Harlem ass nigga who made a move. That's all. I ain't even mad at him. What I'm mad is that he better have put some money aside. But they said right here, Additionally, in January, financial disclosure reports revealed that Benjamin quietly coughed up roughly $25,000 to cover car loan payments and other personal expenses. That's all it was. 50 G's is a lot of paper. It may not sound like it may not, it cost him a lifetime of headaches. That's only because he's black. Everybody else been doing this shit for decades. You know what I mean? Yep. Russia's sending off chemical trails, man. Ukraine Vladimir Putin vowed Tuesday in Russia's bloody offensive in Ukraine will continue until its goals are fulfilled, and insisted the campaign was going as planned, despite a major withdrawal in the face of stiff Ukrainian oppositions and significant losses. This is amazing. This is amazing. You hear this shit? Body bags all over the place, man, in Russia. Mother Russia, huh? That's all Putin says. Yeah, you ain't know about 1981 when it was high price. Let's see if we can find it. What happened in 1981? Well, now in Queens, there's a leader of China, of nationwide prostitution ring. Terrible. They beating them up like slaves. Peace and love. Brutal beatings of sex workers by Queens ring. Okay, where they was at in Queens. What part of Queens? This is the Chinese people. These the Shanghai Syndicate here. This the Chen Chao Syndicate. See, this is what I'm saying. Get the shit together, man. You're giving money to these niggas and they making sex rings. I ain't gonna read it. The feds indicted 9 members of a ring Tuesday in a weight-ranging racketeering and sex trafficking case in which the defendants are accused of recruiting mostly undocumented immigrant Chinese workers, women, to work as prostitution in hotels across the country. This shit is a fucking mess. That's why you got to close the borders. That's why we have to close the borders. Because of shit like this. I'm reading a local newspaper. Today is Reading Rainbow Night. Your host, Hamp LaVar Burton. That's me. Teaching you how to read tonight. Hamp LaVar Burton. That's me. Reading Rainbow. Hamp LaVar Burton, right? That's me. We're going to do the Hamp LaVar Burtons at night. We're going to read. I don't see nobody reading. We gonna read. Okay, 1-2 punch hits U.S. hard. OD leads to fentanyl. Okay. Coronavirus is not solely to blame. Preliminary CDC data also show the cruel death rate for cancer rose slightly, and rates continue to increase for diabetes, chronic liver disease, and strokes. Drug overdose deaths are continuing to rise. Jay Slay suspect. Give me separate trial. Mag story incriminating. Now, this is about that Jam Master Jay, our ancestor. The man accused of shooting hip-hop pioneer Jam Master Jay wants to be tried separately from his co-defendants based on statements the other man made in 2003 Playboy magazine story about the murder. His attorney wrote Tuesday. Everything happened Tuesday. Carl Johnson, 38, broke into Run DMC DJ's Queen's studio on October 30th, 2002, and shot Jam Master Jay while Ronald Washington provided cover. Prosecutors claim when they indicted the duo in 2020. So it took 18 years. 18 years. See, this is what Charleston White was right about not too long ago. That you don't want to be fucking knocked off by some broke niggas. Some broke, jealous niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Some broke, jealous niggas. But 10 months after the shooting, Washington told a Playboy writer that it was Jordan and his father, Darren Jordan, who perpetrated the late night murder of Jay, whose real name is Jason Mizell, aka Jam Master Jay. Washington said he heard 3 shots fired. As he approached the studio at Mizell's request, then he saw Carl Jordan fleeing the scene via a fire escape. I'm positive it was Little D, Carl Jordan. I looked at him right in his face before he ran off. Washington said in the Playboy, Little D told me my pops wasn't supposed to shoot Jay. That wasn't supposed to happen. Jordan's defense attorney now say that Washington, 19-year-old comments means the duo should be tried separately. It is anticipated that the government will seek to use Washington's statement to prove its case against both men. There is no question that the statement by Washington accusing Mr. Jordan of being present at the scene of the murder incriminates Mr. Jordan, wrote Michael Houston, in motion to split Washington and Jordan case in two. Houston also said the two should be tried. Now, who is Houston? Let's find out who is Houston. Houston must be the goddamn cross-examining, but they just threw his name up in there. Don't even know how Houston got up in there. That's how fast they be putting niggas' names in there, and you don't even know who the fuck is Houston. Okay? His name is Michael Houston. Wrote Michael Houston. Okay? Who the hell is Michael Houston? In a motion to split. Well, okay, so Houston also said the two should be. So who the hell is Houston? But let's finish. Washington and Jordan are accused of scheming to shoot the musician in the head in his Jamaica studios after Mizell allegedly cut the duo out of a large scale of cocaine deal. God damn, man. This shit gets amazing, man. This shit is amazing, man. Peace, Trish. This is amazing. The man died because he cut somebody out of a large cocaine deal. Cocaine deal. Cocaine deal. That's finished. Mizell became a superstar in the 1980s, part of a group called Run DMC. His murderer was a cold case for 18 years until federal prosecutors announced the arrest of Washington and Jordan. Both men have been suspects since shortly after the murder. Washington filed a motion in Brooklyn federal court to dismiss the indictment. Jordan's Tuesday motion also called for dismissal. Do y'all hear this shit? So we got DMC out there making children books. We got Rev Run, wherever he's doing. And you got Russell Simmons, wherever he's doing. Ain't nobody pick up the newspaper and read that shit. That these dudes trying to get the case thrown out because of it's 18 years, 19, 20 years now. This shit is amazing. Cocaine deal. And all you rappers talking about how much coke you moving in your raps. You ain't this shit. The man told you right here he was moving large scales of cocaine and cut people out of deals. He cut people out of deals. Murder has no statute of limitation unless the evidence is real. You got evidence, the statute of limitation open right back up. And it opens back up for news reporters and people who write the paper, put it back out. Now here goes something else. An ex-cop slapped with 10-year sentence. He got slapped with 10 years for importing date rape drug to the USA. A former NYP officer convicted of trafficking massive quantities of date rape drugs to the US was sentenced Tuesday to a decade in prison. You think that should be enough? Date rape drug. We just got finished reading about a sex ring, sex trafficking. Where is the fuck is going on? John Cicero. He must have been Italian. See, the Italians and the Irish started the police department. Okay? Go watch Untouchables and all that. They'll explain to you. You know what I'm saying? They made up that goddamn situation with what's going on today. So let's finish. Spent years betraying his former law enforcement partners, enriching himself, and endangering the community by importing GBL. Yeah, they almost knocked me out. What is you trying to do? You don't want me to get his. I'm Hamp LeVar Burton. This is Reading Rainbow. I'm reading. We reading today. It's reading, writing, and arithmetic. You learning something today. What newspaper are we reading? A periodical. It came from somewhere from out of the library today, which is the 13th of Wednesday, and the year is 2022. We are alive to see this year. You understand? But the point is, GBL is a drug for date raping people, right? Thanks to the tireless effort of law enforcement, Cicero will serve a substantial sentence in prison for his callous crimes. Cicero is 40. He'll be out at 50. You see where we going with this? So Frank James, $50,000 on that man's head, tax free. They gave him 50,000 up front. And you watch the news, the person got that 50G. That's why people was hugging him, grabbing him. He got $50,000 to capture the black man. I don't believe him. You lucky. What? What? Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. I think they took. Well, no, they got him. Oh, he made 7Gs off that. But let's pull it.
You detriment to all. You're the reason the planet's dying. You should be dead because you're a parasite. You contribute to life here, stinking white bitch. What do you contribute to life here? You stinking motherfucker. Again, shit, piss, and pollution. That's your one and only contribution. What the fuck? And you're so ignorant and so backward and so having, but it's all about violence. But I take a 2-pound can of clean peaches and bust you in your motherfucker. Would that be enough violence for you stinking white bitch? This is an ordinary can of plain peaches, by 2 pounds of Big Kenzie, and said, motherfucker, wah! Bust you in your mother. Is that violent for you? Since you love violence so fucking much, you fucking whore? Did Did you enjoy 9/11? You must have loved that. You must have had an orgasm watching that since you love violence. Since violence is the fucking answer. Since violence is what it's about, motherfucker, until you receive it. You love talking about violence, and you love being violence against others, but you don't want to accept no violence. Fuck you. You gonna get some now. When Putin gets to shooting, which I hope he does, he will. And then you have the Chinese involved. They have hypersonic missiles that go 5 to 7 times sound. You're about to be fucked, white bitch, stinking whore, and you should be. You should be, motherfucker. No, you done got too overconfident in your whiteness. If you ain't got $5 or $10 billion in your pocket, you stinking whore, you're a bag of garbage who needs to be disposed of. Fuck you. Talk that shit. Tell me what I'm not as a man.
Talk that shit.
I'm man to take something and bash your motherfucking brains out. I'm man to make you drop dead. And that's all the fucking man need to be. You stinking piece of shit. Stinking piece of white shit. Because that's the fuck you are. Fuck you. Trailer trash, trailer pump.
Let me get my disclaimer. That's a movie me and Frank James did. Frank James bought a lot of ice cream for the kids out there, man. I know Frank James personally, man. That ain't Frank James. I'm telling you, that ain't Frank. Okay? This is a scene out of the movie called The Atrocity of the City by a guy named Frank James. Okay? I made the title of The Atrocity of the City by a guy named Frank James at 12 o'clock at night. So I'm going to pump this algorithm with Frank James. Because that ain't Frank.
I'm living stinking bitch. Yeah, talk that shit. Just mind my business. Do what I gotta do. Okay.
Minding my business, doing what I gotta do. You heard Frank. What Frank said. He was minding his business, doing what he gotta do. Frank just bought this beer. I was just with Frank. I was with Frank. We was at jewelry shop, shopping for jewelry. The man is a licensed gun holder. He's a licensed gun holder. He was trying to help me get my license. He was trying to clear up my situation to get me licensed to have my licensed firearm so I can bear arms, use my amendments. And this the shit I get? You put $50,000 on my man's head. 50 G's. Why you ain't making 100? I'm mad at his 50. It should have been 100. You should have made it 100. I probably wouldn't have made no videos if it was 100 G's going after my man. That's a lot of paper. That's a lot of roll-ups. That's a big weed dispensary. More ice cream trucks for the children in the summertime. Barbecue wood chips. You know, when you do the barbecue grill, the hickory wood chips, Kingsford. Frank did all that. Frank made sure our barbecue chicken, our barbecue steaks was perfect, man. And he bought all the beers. That's teddy bear. That's what we call Frank in the hood. That's teddy bear, man. I can't believe y'all got teddy bear out there for 50 G's and he done made the hood over 400 million. Gave me 14. I don't believe it. Did you do that to fucking Pablo? Did you do that to that dude? What's his name? Guzman? What's his name? Guzman? The guy that they just caught? What's his name? Luis Guzman? What's his name? Chapo. That's his name. Yeah, Chapo. How much you put out for Chapo? El Chapo, how much you put out for Chapo? Got my man looking like a fucking straight murder. You know who it was. It was one of them homeless people that looked like crisis actor. That's who it was. That's who did that. It was a crisis actor who did that. Cameras is full. I'm gonna go out. I was on the train. You ain't seen me? I ain't seen nobody. I went to go see Frank. That day y'all saw me riding the train yesterday. Come on, man. Today is Thursday. After I finish this, I gotta watch Snowfall. But look, that ain't Frank.
It's got a park living stinking bitch. Yeah, talk that.
What you hearing and what I'm reading is for entertainment purposes only. It's not real. It's only for entertainment purposes only. To educate your mind to a higher level to think. Okay? All this is fake. As you can see, I'm in and out of virtual reality, total recall. So I want you to enjoy yourself. Okay? Don't get in trouble. This is all make-believe. It's entertainment. What you about to hear and what you're about to listen to and see are for entertainment purposes only. Presented to you by Hood Hamptons. Okay? I'm an actor. My movie is called Foster Son. I'm a rapper for YouTube. I don't have a record deal. I had a record deal a long time ago. Right now, I'm an entertainer of YouTube. I'm a rapper, MC, a comedian. That's it. I don't know nothing.
Shit, tell me just mind my business.
Mind my business.
I got here shit for you up there. Give me some bullshit. Because you're full of hate. You're a hateful, devil, white devil bitch. Your time's coming, motherfucker. Your time is near. Get ready for it. You cannot live happily ever after with nuclear bombs. They have to be used soon. Somebody's gonna use them sooner or later, motherfucker. So no, talk about me, but that's not. Fuck. Tell me what I'm not as a human being and a man. Well, tell me about myself. You stupid fucking bitch. You use this piece of worthless shit. Meanwhile, Russia, China got nuclear devices pointed right at your fucking head. But your focus is on me and tell me about myself when I'm not. A nigga. You talking to a nigga. What? It's so you're so sad. Again, a real white woman who had any real class, who she wouldn't even waste her fucking breath. Matter of fact, she wouldn't even take she see me and go the other way. But not the trailer trash. Bag of garbage, stinking white bitch. Not her. I'm white hoe pimping tonight. I'm white hoe pimping. That's what I'm doing tonight. I'm white hoe pimping.
Well, you saw what happened. You saw what happened. Okay? You just heard what happened. I can't believe it. But you put $50,000 on my man's head. You should have made it 100,000. You wasted time and people, taxpayers' money for 50 G. I make that in my sleep. I make 50 G's from a video. I'm $14 million. I'm doubling up my money. I put out $1 million. I give out 10,000 here, 10,000. I give out $10,000 a few times. 10 times. Everybody eat. But you putting 50 G's on Frank head. Then you catch him. Then you got him captured. Who got the 50 G's? One of us ain't turned him in. I don't think one of us turned him in. Did you turn them in? So if you got the 50 G's, tell me now. I ain't gonna hate. Tell me. Tell me now. Come on. Tell the truth. One of you black motherfuckers got the 50,000? One of you foul barrel motherfuckers got the 50,000? Let me know. Come on. I got to know. I got to know. Okay? Where my man at? Wait, let me get back over. What he said. Let me get over here and tell you what he said. Let me look over here deep in this file right here and tell me what he said. Hold on. I don't even think it's in here. You made me lose it. You made me lose it. Yeah, I think you made me lose it. I think you made me lose. Let me look for it again. Let me take my time. I got to know. I got to know. What he said? What was you doing jumping in and out, TV? No, that's something else. No, I ain't got it no more. I lost it. You lucky. I think it's on this. Let's see if I can get it. Because I got to know. If you took that that 50,000 out, I got to know. I know you took that 50 G's. Just tell me the truth. I ain't gonna hate on. Okay. I'm gonna just say, who plan was it? No, I don't think I got it. I don't got it. You lucky. I was gonna ask you, man, who I got to know. I got to know. So if you got that 50 G's, man, you got the 50 G's. You got the 50 G's. You got the 50 G's. You got me drinking beers at 12 o'clock at night. At 12 o'clock in the morning, I should say. Because one of y'all got my man captured and got 50 G's. This nigga was on the train, as you say. Licking off some rounds. Then they said it was fireworks. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. Then you say he was some type of master who eluded the cameras all of a sudden. The smoke screen eluded the camera. You ain't got high-tech cameras now. Man, Adams, don't play with me. Because 50 G's for him and Kathy Holdrew, homeboy, just swindled 50 G's to the Harlem School Club. You don't want to hear that unity, fool. Tell them same niggas who bought the community. Oh, I got to get that line from my boy Lux, man. Beloved. Yeah, I'm up to 50 G's. I got to get that line for Loaded Lux, man. Grown man balls. It's something you got to deal with. So no matter what they saying or how they playing, it ain't going to equal up to this real shit. I'm tired of playing with you. I'm tired of playing with you playing behind my back. Then you saying I got a habit, or I'm moving around and I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't give a fuck what you say, because you ain't doing it. And if you were doing it, you ain't gonna do it like the fuck I do it. What the fuck you gonna talk about? Nobody wanna hear that bullshit, Frank. You sitting there running your gaps and yaps. I'm running my raps. I'm running raps and reading in today's news and all other goddamn situations we doing. Do I got to tell you what the hell is going on? You better do what you gotta do. Tired of playing with you, man. You stealing, you taking shit from people, you doing things. I don't know what you doing. Then you got my man up there for 50 J's. You should have made it 100. Oh, they wanting us to rescue some animals. No dog left behind campaign. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of this. Give it to the beloved, because the beloved said he want an animal. Okay, the beloved said he want an animal, so we gonna help him out with that. Feel me? Okay, we're gonna help him out with that. We're gonna help the beloved out with that. Okay? Because the beloved said they want to see if they can find some chihuahuas for Nip Love. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Give us a minute. Hold on. Okay, we back. Cancel your business line. That be that nigga line. The finish line, to me, that shit look like Invisalign. You crypt. I'm cryptic with this shit. I'm so intertwined. You can't jack it unless you tap into the inner line. This for men in line. You have to get a line just to get a line. You YouTube niggas know what's up when I'm rolling up. I would have wore all my gold chains, but you niggas ain't cold enough. You ain't cold enough. They want that old hammer tuck, huh? Came through like Bruce Bannister, broke you down quickly like Game of Thrones, the Lannister. You playing with the wrong one. We ain't even gonna need beats for this one. This gonna be all fun. I'm gonna read a newspaper to you just like that without a gun. But James and Frank pulled that one. You already know. Holler at me if you need that snow. They just knocked off such and such for a large scale. Goddamn, yo. That shit is heavy. I read this motherfucking newspaper back and forward. Deadly. You would catch a nightmare fucking with him. Came through with a different stamp. This is heavy. Who wrote that shit? It wasn't the hand. From the Addams family. Came through blaming. That's what it did, family. You know what time it is. Moving quickly. I took the quiz. Turned the page to 159 times. I did it. Nah, man. Came through with a different bit. You crazy for that. We in the chair. We'll spend $50,000 worth of rhymes for you. Get it back for the teddy bear. That's son. Why you trying to play my man? He ain't had that. I came through with something different. My socks was mismatched. That means something is good. Normal ain't good. Normal ain't natural. We came here something different, kid, to blow you back like, man, should we use that? This is an all acting moment. Should we shoot that? Or can we cut that? You know what time it is, kid. Get your funds back. Look, this is crazy, man. Wholesale. Okay. Johnny Depp doing his thing in the courtroom. So Apple TV Plus series tell feminist fables of sadness and range. In Raw, there is no such thing as, how would you say this word? Subtly. The anthology series premiering Friday on Apple TV Plus takes its 8 stories from Celia Ahern book of short stories of the same name. In one episode, a mother eats paragraphs to relieve happiness memories. Let me see if I read that right. In one episode, a mother eats photographs to relieve happiness memories. In another, a trophy wife sits on a shelf for her husband to stare at her all day. This shit is amazing. And you looking at the way I'm rapping, look up these motherfuckers putting out all this shit for your mentality. All this shit on Apple TV Plus. I wouldn't watch that shit if you paid. I don't even fuck with the Apple phones itself. I'm an Android. I got an Android. I'm down with my man, Cyborg. They just told you what the fuck they did to Casanova 2 times in his iCloud. That's what made me get rid of the iPhone. The fucking storage of the iCloud. They went in his iCloud and found old shit. See what them iPhones do? When I was telling me and Yasana to give me the memory chips, them shit, you could destroy those. But that Apple Cloud, that iCloud, is in the cloud, baby. What's in the cloud? Precipitation. What comes down? Condensation makes rain. I don't fuck with it. I'm a meteorologist. I know what the fuck is going on. But $50,000 ain't a lot of money. I write 50,000 words in 3 days. I write 50,000 essays in 3 days. Bye Benjamin. They said he should have his side heard, but who he taking the fall for? The lieutenant governor. Who you taking the fall for 50 G's? Why would you lose your situation for $50,000? Who you protecting, Benjamin? Who? I want to know. Tell me, where did that other $25,000 go? You playing games. I think I know where it went. I think I know where it went. That shit went right to Jimmy Jazzy and bought you some polo outfits, nigga. I know what the fuck you did. You went right over there. You came to Queens to get to the car lots. All the Harlem niggas come to Queens to get their cars. Cheap. You ain't got too many car lots in Harlem. All the cars, they just change the license plate so it don't say Queens. That's why it's Queens get the money. But look, that boy Brian Benjamin, he's a Harlem nigga. I met that nigga on 125th and Lenox, man. We used to hang out by 125th and Lenox before he became a lieutenant governor. We were shooting dice, eating Chinese rice. Oh, yeah. He told me about this plan he was going to do. He explained to me that. He said, yo, man, I'm about to get this money. I said, what? Get this money, son. We from Harlem, man. We from Harlem, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to know where you got, what you did with that bread. Somebody got that bread. You got it. I know a Harlem nigga when I see him.
You loud.
Hey, what's happening? Huh?
Yeah, with Uncle Lux.
Come on, man, Big Money Hemp, man. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta pick up what we putting down, man. Shout out to Loved One, man. Positive vibes, good energy.
Yeah.
He gonna always stay on that flow. The money is in momentum. You hear me? Because we dealing that essence, that positive energy. My man, Big Money Hemp, man.
Talk dirty all day, baby.
Huh?
Dirty.
You talking that talk, Loved One? It's Harlem, man.
All right.
Benjamin, Lieutenant Governor. I ain't mad at you. It's $50,000, and they got my man up here, Teddy Bear, for 50 G's too. It's 100 G's out there, man. It's 100 G's. I make that in my sleep. I make that in my sleep. 100 G's. I make that in my sleep. Look at that. Make that in my sleep. You running around 50, my man, 50 G's. You from 116th and Lenox? When you on 140th and Lenox and you getting that nutcracker, you know what I'm saying? You got your pair of Cortez on, the black ones in the white with the white check. You chilling out there with your jean shorts. You popping that. I was there with you, son. We was drinking mad Coors Lights together, me and you. We were drinking mad Coors Lights. And I come to find out they knocked you off. Who you hiding from? Who you taking away from? I mean, look, I know you want to change the curriculum of Harlem. That's nice. That's real nice. Because you know that Alpo shit fucked us up a long time. You know, niggas always claiming that Harlem niggas is always rats and shit. We ain't none of that. So I know you. You part of the old crew for the Purple Top crew, son. You ain't no rat. But you can let us know so we can hold you down. So we don't have to make this look bad that they doing with you in the newspaper, Brian. You from Harlem, son. Harlem, son. I'm with you. I'm with you with the double up. You took 25 down and you made it to 50 down in front of Hal. I'm with that. I applaud you. But who you running from? And why did you lose a top-notch position for 50 G's? You lost the dice game. I could have got that for me. I could have gave you that. I could have gave you 50 G's, son. Knowing that what you was about to become. Because you was going to be the distraction for the next election for governor, because that fucking Como trying to sneak back in. And being that who you were and who Kathy is, you could have made a move and conceded, right? Could have conceded and gave the voters to Kathy. after you told Kathy your proposal if you was governor. See, this is the shit I'm trying to tell you, Brian. You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up me. You fucked up all the other little black children. Not only that, the school still ain't getting no fucking book bags. $25,000 for Harlem. $25,000. 50 G's. Harlem make that shit. I walk to Harlem right now. It'll take me 2 weeks to get that amount. You did that shit? Fuck out of here, man. In front of the Teresa Hotel out there in Harlem. About White Castles and shit. All about Red Lobster. Banana Republic area and shit. 125, son. What was you talking about? I'll be up there next week. 2 weeks from now, I'm about to go buy some books and some DVDs for his old. Running around. Now they got the teddy bear up here for 50 G's. The person who captured him, who did catch him, who said he saw him, he called the cops. Said, yo, I seen the guy's me. It's about 4 or 5 of them niggas. I'm telling you, if I would have seen one of you do that shit, I'd have grabbed you and I'd have did this. Frank James. Who took that 50 G's, man? Because somebody will get bust upside their head. Somebody lift up, try to lift, you're going to get bust upside their head. Who got that 50 G's, man? It's Frank James, man. Benzito, I'm going to leave you alone. I ain't got time to play with you. You down with the LGBTQ community, you safe. Just do what you do. You got defamation of character on a lot of people. I'm leaving you alone. I remember you. Me and you did business back in the days at the Source magazine when I was with Jimmy Hinchey. And I did my 1, 2, 3s on the microphone when we was rapping and you wanted me to rhyme against Eminem and them niggas. You had beef with Eminem back in the days. You wanted me to get down with that. I said, nah, let the little white boy live. Let's see what he got. Unfortunately, Eminem, you a sucker. You a sucker. I put you on the map. And you ain't throw no mother. You gonna go out here and grab some nigga. No disrespect, but you go out here and grab some nigga. You supposed to come to Brooklyn first, son. You supposed to come to Brooklyn first, son. Playing yourself, Eminem. Benzito wanted to, I been would have sniped your head off with the lyrics. Talk about you nice. Boy, Proof wrote all those rhymes, boy. You better go give Proof his family some of that money. I know what you're doing, Eminem. Go give Proof family some of that money, nigga. You was on a Walk of Fame. You ain't bring a shirt. Let me get Walk of Fame. Let Hood TMZ get Walk of Fame. Hood TMZ, we going there. He going with Stacks. I'm going with ODB. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing my niggas with me, man. I'm bringing my niggas with me to the Walk of Fame. And I'm doing a live. You gonna wait. Everybody gonna wait because it's my motherfucking day ceremony. I'm a pop all type of Velvet Clico bottles, kid. Jay-Z, stop playing around. Stop playing around. That's all I'm going to tell you. Next Super Bowl, I better see you and Puff, Fat Joe, and DJ Khaled, y'all motherfuckers better buy a commercial telling us what we should be able to invest in to get our money right. Fuck a Bitcoin. Fuck a goddamn crypto coin. I want some dollars. Stop playing around. I don't want nothing that could crash. I don't want nothing that I can't go to the fucking bank and pull out. And I don't want to be tapped. I'm not a plastic motherfucker. Okay? I'm all about that green. I want to touch that money. So next year's Super Bowl, you better do something, man. You and your peoples. You selling Ace of Spades. You selling Rockaware. You selling your hair. I don't know what you're doing. Fat Joe, you wearing big boots. DJ Khaled, you on the thing with pink suits. And Puff. I'm tired of you running around. P. Diddy, I'm tired of you running around. You a Harlem nigga. I'm tired of you running around. Just slow down. A lot of shit out there with you. Slow down. You know, it's still out there about that the mother peoples. Okay? They still got you. So just slow down. I'll be sure. Okay? Slow down, P. Diddy. Because I'll be sure is right there at the door knocking. But back to you, Eminem. You're a sucker. You ain't give me no bread. After Benzito from the source. And I declined it. I declined that $50,000 on your head, Eminem, Marshall Mathers. It was a $50,000 rap snipe for your head that I got paid that I didn't. I told him I declined the money. I just took the check. I looked at it. It only get activated once I cashed it. I never cashed it. I took it right back to Benzito and told him, nah, I don't want nothing. He said, yeah, nah. I'm going to give you'll control this part of the sector of the magazine. You're the A&R for people to get their mics in the magazine of the source. I'm going to have you a head charge of that. And you do the covers. I did the Ghostface and RZA. The 97 joint. With RZA and Ghostface on the cover. I did that. And I did the Foxy Brown and Little Kim on the cover. I did that. I'm the one that told him to 5 Mike DMX when he won double times with the album in 1 year. I did that. We was cool with Dre and told Dr. Dre we'll let him live. I did that. I did it. I made your name in the magazine, Eminem. Me, Hood Hamptons. I did that for you. And what do I get? I get you doing videos, screaming, you dancing with Elton John, you hiding, you got this so much anger. Eminem, stop it. You done fluked the game enough, man. You took a lot of money. And now you're trying to buy Air Max. Because every time I see you in a pair of 95, 90-something Air Max, the 90s or the 95 joints. You got your own Air Max. Why you ain't send me a pair of them Johns? Why you ain't send me a pair of them Johns, son? But I told you Nike means victory in the Greek language. When I told you Nike means victory in Greek language, You said you ain't wearing no more sneakers except Nike. Eminem, I did that. Me, I looked out for you. I made you black in the community when you was white. I made you black in the community. 50 Cent ain't do nothing. I did it for you. When I met Proof, I spoke about how this was going to work. When I was in Midtown, y'all was in Midtown coming to Quad Studios. You came to Quad Studios to see the scene with Tupac. I was there for that. You crazy, boy. You crazy. But yeah, you sitting $50,000 on my man's head. Once you switch sides, don't come back. That goes for anybody. I'm going to fix up my shit later on. I'm going to know who's who. Don't come back. I don't need nobody in and out. I'm on the rise like yeast. The beast from the east. You know what I'm saying? That's me. Playing around, Eminem. I'm the one that told Benzito, let him live. Benzito, I don't know. You all right with me. I made money with you. But I ain't do the shit you wanted me to do. Far as go up against MCs when I should have. I should have went up against Eminem. And a few other people you wanted, because he wanted me to be his hitter. He's like, yo, come through. He wanted me to get at you too, Pat. He wanted me to get at you too. You ain't the only Brooklyn lyrical nigga out there. Huh? Your man Moose already told us where you know what I'm saying? I declined that too. I was with Jimmy Henchman. Niggas knew Jimmy. Everywhere I went, y'all with Jimmy Henchman. Word. They was watching us, but they ain't fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? They was watching us, but they ain't fuck with us. They just say, all right, that's Jimmy Peoples. I'm over there doing my 1, 2, 3. I'm getting beers, minding my business, chilling, getting nice. I was with heavy hitters, boy. Benzito, my man. You know what I'm saying? I knew Benzito when we was at the hotel in the early late 90s doing the Source magazine review. He paid me goddamn $13,000 for that day. Me and my crew. We got paid. 13 times 4. He gave out that amount of money. We could have opened up. All right. Thanks to Jimmy. Big up to Jimmy Henchman. Mario Henchman. The Henchman family. Ask Jimmy about me. I'm a standout dude. I'm a stand-up person. I ain't no slouch. Ask Jimmy about me. When he gave me my money, I took my money to the streets and got money. Got knocked, but I got money. Ain't nobody rat. I did my time like a man. Ask Jimmy. I'm fucking bona fide in the record companies, but I don't go moving around that shit no more. It's different people. It's their nephews, cousins, friends. I don't know what's going on no more. But back then, I was the man. It still is. But I don't want to live off that glory. I don't want to live. I just want to let you know what time it was. But Eminem, you're a sucker. You could have threw a pair of them Johns at me, son. You could have gave me a feature. You could have gave me a feature. When Benzito was at the Source magazine and he met Jimmy Henchman and Jimmy and them, and he knew who I was when I was in the hallway just rapping. We were smoking weed. And we were standing there. It was weed back then. It wasn't loud. It was just weed. Chocolate, just weed. I'm like this. rapping. I was with my man. Because I met Benzito in the city, walking. He said, yo, come to my studio. I never fucking forget. I went to the fucking studio. They didn't want to let us in, though. They was acting funny downstairs. But they did after a minute, though, after we saw him come downstairs. I was like, yo, we was down here. He was like, yo, the music was too loud. We was recording. So I couldn't let nobody in because we was recording. I said, all right, no problem. Then he was like, yo, you want to go get something to eat? It was like around, what, 11:30. I got there around 7. So me and my man was sat right across the street. Kept going back and forth up in the building. Then when I finally met him, he had a nice little little smoke gray joint. I don't know if it was a Honda, an Elante, I don't know what it was, but he had a nice little John. We all sat up in there, cracked the window, the rooftop, and me and my man, we was sparking up that fire. He took a couple of pulls on it. Just like that. And I was rapping. I don't know what the fuck I was saying. It's like I would go over there. I just rap. I had something written. I wrote it. Remember, I was standing out there all day. So we was bugging out trying to catch girls. And I was writing rhymes down. So when we finally met Benzito, I was like, yo, it's me. Kaleidoscope. From Jimmy Henchman crew. He's like, oh, yo, what up? Security guard wasn't like that. How they are. They were just 2 big guys. They knew we ain't had no. We just had book bags on, but they knew. I had my razor. Give a nigga $150 quick. I had my razor though. In my mouth. You know what I'm saying? They were checking. Got any weapons? Nah. Then I go in the booth. I spit that thing out. And I'm rapping. Then when it's over, I go in the bathroom, fix myself up, come back out and chill. You know what I'm saying? Split that razor out, give you $150, son. That's for the back of my days. Flick my razor at you, son. C-74 ox carrier, son. Word. Wasn't there. And we was, you know what I'm saying? Booth from the razor. You don't know about all that. From the VI floor. So Eminem, I vouch for you, man. You a sucker. You were supposed to hit me off with a pair of them Johns. You didn't. You ran off. And next thing you know, you on the Walk of Hall of Fame. You ain't bring nobody there. What's going on with you? Huh? Benzito told me, Ben, snipe your head over with the lyrics. I'll let you live. You took my style, man. Cannabis tried to knock your head off. Which he did. Big up the Cannabis. It's my boy. Never forget meeting him. Drinking mad Ballantine L's, son. Me and Cannabis was drinking mad Ballantine L's, son. Never forget that song, Get Retarded, he sung to me. I thought that was like one of the, still is, the best fucking lyric that he ever written. And the motherfucker said, to be nice, I sacrifice, to be nice, I sacrifice things like no sleep. To be nice, I sacrifice things like no sleep. They burnt Cannabis out. It's hard for lyricists like that. That's why I'm doing the things I'm doing, because I'd rather keep it like this, man, because look what they did to my boy. I still gonna buy the album if he come out, but you're gonna have to stream it. God damn. He come out today, he'll sound like foreign. But if you've been listening to me and you go listen to Cannabis, you'll be all right. You'd be right in line. It's just the fact that he structured his solid that I'm doing. I'm just having fun with it. Cannabis Ben was gonna snipe your head, boy. Mm-hmm. Yo, AZ. You've been quiet, man. Yo, AZ. You've been quiet, man. You've been quiet, man. My whole thing to you, man. My whole thing to you, AZ. You nice. I ain't gonna front on you. But see, my man put me up on you. My man put me up on you. The OG Star Kim, I think his name is Star Kim or something like that. You jerked. Jerked. You jerked. He wrote that rhyme for you. He wrote that rhyme for you in that video with you and Raekwon and Prodigy. OG Star Kim wrote that rhyme for you, son. And not only that, he wrote that rhyme for you, right? It's called Savor. Go check it out. It's a fly ass beat, fly rhyme too. Perfect. When you had that boy sitting next to you, he was giving you them lyrics. Okay? All he asked you to do was either give him a feature or line him up with some people to help him get the production done. You didn't do nothing. Which leads me to the track record. Yo, AZ, look, man. We just bloggers, but we gonna call you out. I never see you talk about $500,000. Why you never talk about $500,000? 500,000. Why you never talk about my boy 500 from Albany Projects? I knew $500,000. I rapped with $500,000. My friends lived right there on St. Mark's. The dude I got in the Bionic Idiots group. We grew up down the block from Albany Projects. It's a center right there, like a little area. We used to go there and battle all the time. All the time, son. That's how I knew how to write street rhymes. But dealing with them dudes. Listening to their stories because they had so many buildings where I only had 5 buildings. So my information has to stretch beyond 5 buildings. Them dudes had a lot of buildings. So I was like, yo, these dudes' lyrics is crazy. Who the fuck is this nigga? $500,000. What? $500,000? Smoking blunts, drinking beers and shit. So we want to know what's going on with that too. You know what I'm saying? He's a hip hop legend. I don't see you wear a shirt, nothing. Nothing. Lets me know how it's going down. That's why I don't fuck with none of y'all niggas in the industry, man. Niggas will beat you up, take your rhyme books and shit, revise your shit, write it all over and get paid while you dead. I don't like that shit. That shit is whack. So somebody better get that paper up. Somebody took 50 G's.